I'm just saying, another question I have for our panel today deals with Magee Elementary, because that place is busting at the seams. Now, there's no question, much less the traffic, the kids. So now what's the deal with Magee Elementary?
And thus, the primary issue of why we're having this conversation today, and is why Magee Elementary is at the top of our priority list. They are busting at the seams.
Well, I'm amazed at the number of children over there. Do you, as a curriculum director, and I know you have the other title and all that, but I know you work so closely with curriculum. Do you see in any kind of studies a correlation between the condition of a classroom for the child, the student, or the teacher, or any of that?
Right. So I've done a lot of research in the past 2 months about this, and I've read studies from the past 20 years that indicate in every study that I've read that there is a direct correlation between student achievement and the condition of our buildings. We, of course, want our students to do well. As you see the button on Coach Harris's shirt there, it's about kids. And that's what we want to think about. We want our students to achieve well. But students who are in buildings where their basic needs aren't being met, they tend to score lower on standardized testing. Students who are in facilities where the temperature is regulated, there's adequate light, there are adequate restroom facilities, the instructional time during the day is increased, and it makes for better focus of the students, thus higher student achievement. Study after study has indicated this. Not only that, studies have taken a look at how students feel emotionally when they walk into a building that is in disrepair versus when they walk into a building that is top-notch, a 21st century classroom. And we know that it does affect students and how they feel about themselves as a learner. A great facility sends the message to kids, you are important. And we've seen that at Mendenhall Elementary when we had students moving from a building that was very old and disrepair to the new building. And we've seen increased enthusiasm on the parts of the students, the teachers, the administrator, and we've even seen it impact student achievement in a positive way.
I realize that it does make a difference with the students, but now do you find that it makes a difference with the teachers?
Well, the research studies I've read indicated that it has a great impact on our teachers. Teachers like to work in a room where their needs are met as well. And you know, when we take a look at the retention of our teachers, and we know that many of them have an opportunity to go work in schools where they don't have to worry about turning off the air conditioner so the students can hear them, that they have adequate light, that they have a room that's wired so we can use the technology that we need today. That does impact teacher retention. In fact, it said that's a bigger factor than an increase in salary for teachers.
Really?
It's the environment in which they worked. I was a little surprised by that finding, but it is that important to teachers. Now, our teachers here in Simpson County, they love the students.
They do.
And if you
I
go
agree.
into these old buildings, you will see that they've done a remarkable job, the very best job that we could ever ask of them to do to make those rooms attractive. But those rooms are what they are, and they can only do so much. We want to keep our great teachers here in Simpson County, so we want to make those working conditions for them to be the very best that they can be, and also, of course, for our students.
I don't think there's any question about the need for Magee Elementary, Magee Elementary. It is just, all I need to notice is say the same thing, it's just bursting at the seams. This is one of the things that the bond issue, August the 27th on Tuesday, will be addressing. This is in the list of items that they've talked about. So if you have a child that will be in elementary or is in elementary, you need to think about it, because Joanna, don't they think if we implement everything and it passes and blah 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 blah, projected when everything might be finished?
The architects have said within 2 years. So that would be the 15-16 school year. Everybody could be moving into their new buildings to start there. That's district-wide. That's everything.
So think about where you are with your child, what age they are, and how this will affect them. And I hope you'll remember to go out and vote on the bond issue, which is on August the 27th on Tuesday. Thank you for watching MageeNews.com.